Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Manas, a Pursuit of Happiness, and this is your Dr. Chitra Arvind. So in continuation of the last video on mental health series, today also we are going to see very interesting aspects about how mental and physical health are interconnected. So as I already said in the earlier video, I told this is like two sides of the coin. So both affect each other, and it's very important that we can't enjoy the real health without mental health. But many people cannot figure out how it is like related. So I will explain you clearly here in this video. So from now on you will understand how mind and body is connected. So let's take an example. For example, if you're having a cholesterol issue, or you're being diagnosed with coronavirus, or you've been diagnosed with cancer, or any kind of physical health issues, don't you think you get sad, you get depressed, and also you grieve loss of loved ones whenever you lose your loved ones? So for all the situations wherever you are affected, mentally also you are affected. So your physical health can have a direct impact on your mental health. Similarly, on the other side, your mental health, that is the deterioration of your mental health, or let's say you have some issues like anxiety or depression, it can have an impact on your physical health as well. How? Let's see. For example, there are three mechanisms it actually affects. So physical health having an impact is very clear, but how mental health has an impact on physical health, many people don't know. So for that you should understand a biopsychosocial mechanisms of how a disorder is formed. Okay, for example, any kind of health issues, let it be physical or mental, it all goes by this important model, that is biopsychosocial. Here they explain that any illness is actually formed because of biological source, because of the biological cause, as well as psychological, as well as social. But then whenever we go to primary health care or to a physician, they will only treat your biological part of the disorder. But then, as this model says, all our illnesses have these three origins. So our psychological and sociological things are not at all treated. So the untreated illness will actually relapse and keeps happening. So how to make you understand? I'll just give an example again. So for biopsychosocial, let's say you got an arthritis issue, or if an old woman has got an arthritis issue and suddenly she's developed this knee pain and going to a doctor. But then the doctor only looks into the physical ailment and also tries to treat her in a more biological way. But then what happened to her psychological and social, which triggered her to develop this arthritis at this juncture in her life? So when I say psychological, it means your personality, it means your mood, it means your emotions, it means how you're brought up and how this has affected your attitudes. All these are psychological causes. And when it comes to social, it is about your financial status. Are you married? Are you divorced? Are you have breakup recently? Have you changed? Have you got any transfers? So these kind of lot of sociological changes, or it can be even cultural, which religion. So all this also decides certain factors. These are the major factors which decides even the precipitating factors, we could say, for onset of any illness. Let's say this old woman who is in her 60s has started to show symptoms of arthritis. It may not always be biological. It could be a psychological factor, which she has been suffering from depression, and because she was grieving the loss of her grandchild. And one more factor is sociological, and this is the psychological factor I was talking about. And other one is a sociological factor. So this both are connected. Sociological factors, loss of loved one. So this has affected her psychologically also. And let's say because of this lockdown, a person has undergone a lot of financial losses. So because of this financial losses, what happens is it impacts him psychologically. He gets more depressed and he starts developing anxiety. So all these are intricate factors which has developed is physical illness. It can be even an onset of diabetes or even hypertension. Because many cases, they say that both the parents have got diabetes, but still, even till the one's death, the son may not have diabetes at all. Why? Because he was having I wouldn't say stress-free life, but he was more resilient. I would say he was enjoying positive mental health. But then, whenever there is a stress, which is, whenever there is a vulnerability, there is a biological issue there, and when there is a stress, if a person is exposed to, in terms of loss of loved ones or loss of job or any kind of stress which could come, which anybody could face in their life, this vulnerability will lead to onset of illnesses. So this is actually triggered by psychological and sociological factors. But when these factors are not treated, the illness is not completely treated. So the roots are not actually treated. So on the researchers have found out that 70% of people who are visiting the primary health center, the reasons are mostly psychological. It's not pure biological reason. But then the doctor again and again treats only the biological aspect of the illness. So these two things go untreated and the illness repeats itself in a cycle. And one more thing to make you understand how mental health issue can lead to physical health issues, that by explaining a psychosomatic syndrome. So many people, not many, I would say, like most of you could relate to what I'm saying. Many times whenever a person starts developing cold, in a family there will be 3 to 4 people, or let's say even a lot of people are exposed to coronavirus, but only few people develop the symptoms and few people are asymptomatic. How this happens? It depends on your immune system, right? Isn't it? So you must be knowing about that. So the immune system is compromised whenever there is a lot of stress, fear and anxiety in the person. So it's a psychological factors which can even trigger a physical health issue. Similarly, irritable bowel syndrome and psychosomatic disorders like developing a headache or any kinds of aches, stomach aches for that matter, without any underlying physical issues, that's we call it as psychosomatic. I've had a lot of clients who comes with bunch of files. They've been to lot of hospitals and they go to various clinics saying that they have some real physical health issue. But whenever they undergo all these scans, CT scan, PET scan also, but finally they come up with only one report that you're completely alright. There is nothing wrong in you. So you need to go see a psychiatrist or psychologist. After spending lakhs and lakhs of money, and pathetically and unfortunately some people even undergo surgeries also. So all these things, why it is happening? Because people are not aware of how a mental health issue can create a physical health issue also. And lot of skin related issues and the women health, especially like PCOS, fibroids and all these are triggered just purely due to stress related disorders. But many people, because of lack of awareness, they just go under surgery or they just go under medication and are still suffering from that pain and repercussions of the illness. So you should understand that any illness has these 3 origins and all the origins have to be treated. Only then a person can be really healthy. So this is how I would say that both physical and mental health are related to each other. So only when we treat a physical health alone, mental health still suffers, and you can't say that a person is actually completely healthy. And when you are not healthy, you are not enjoying the actual health, and because of which you will have an impact on various areas of life, starting from your family life as well as work life as well as your financial, everywhere it affects. Because of a person who is not actually very happy with his life and who is not enjoying the mental health, cannot focus or cannot make a right decision or cannot feel good about oneself, this will have implications everywhere in his life. And what is the purpose of life? Again, to emphasize to be happy and healthy. And once we are not happy and healthy, what is the life are we living in? So please people, you should understand the importance of mental health here. I am only not talking about mental illness even now. I am only talking about mental health, and the connection between the mental and physical health has to be understood first, even before understanding various mental health disorders. So in this video, I have given a lot of information about how physical and mental health issues are quite interrelated and how they affect each other. And usually we say in countries like America and all, counseling is given for people who are ready for surgery, even in the post-surgery cases. Because people are really reluctant to undergo the surgery, thinking that no, they would die. Because of this fear itself, they postpone the treatment and they eventually die. So a lot of relatives, lot of people also, we have heard about people just dying because of fear, even when they had corona. So high time that you should understand the impact of mental health on your health. So I hope this video would have given highlighted these areas and given you some understanding. So in the forthcoming videos, we will see a lot of such videos related to mental health. And in the next video, I'll be talking about a lot of myths related to mental health issues and also about the stigma which is related to it, and how do we handle all this and understand what is a mental health issue. So please wait for the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.